The most rewarding thing for me is to, number one, coach guys and have them go out on the field and do what you coach them to do. The other thing is to see them graduate and go out and be productive people. And the most exciting thing to me is to see them be successful in life. I think it helps to kind of keep me young because you know, I'm always dealing with the same age kid. It's like you've got your kids and they never grow up. you know, their faces change a little bit, but you know, you still got those same kids. I'm that guy you can come and talk to. I am your father away from home, but I don't try and really just be a dad and try to tell them what to do. If they come to me and they want advice, I give it to them. If I think there's something they need to know, I tell them. I'm not a yelling, screaming guy in practices. I feel like I'm a teacher, and if something's going wrong in a practice, then I kind of blame myself more than I do the player. I take it on as, yeah, maybe I'm not getting through. Maybe I'm not telling you or conveying it to you so that you understand. I love them all, and most of them keep in touch with me. My first 1,000-yard rusher was Tony Cherry. And Tony Cherry, there's not a month that goes by that I don't hear from Tony Cherry. Derek Lavelle, he may skip a month, but I'm gonna hear from him. I hear from Ruben Drones. I just talked to Saladin McCullough last week. I talk to LaMichael every week. Kenyon often. LeGarrette, I talk to him. The most memorable guys are probably Tony, Derek, LaMichael, Kenyon. Well, you know, Royce is a very special player, a very special person. I can remember when I really discovered his talent is I was in Los Angeles and actually was headed out to Atlanta, and I called his coach because I'd seen him on video. And I said, you know, you've got a player out there, Freeman, I think his name is. And I said, I saw a little video on him, and can you tell me a little bit about him? He says, Coach, he says, this guy is unbelievable, best player I've ever had. He said, you gotta see him. He said, and you know what? He likes you guys. I said, oh, really? I said, okay, when are you guys practicing? And he said, well, we're gonna be practicing tomorrow. And I was supposed to go to Atlanta. And I said, I'll be there. And I got over there and I saw this kid. When I saw him physically, I said, man, this guy's gonna be a big time football player. We talked a little bit, and then we talked more on the phone several times, and we just kind of developed a rapport. I could tell that, you know, I really liked him, and he liked me. And, you know, we'd spend a lot of time just talking on the phone. And I really never talked a lot to him about recruiting. I just talked to him about life, about things, about how he's enjoying football and how he's doing in school and things he liked to do, and about his girlfriend, if he had a girlfriend, what his parents did, and just things that you just normally talk about. These are my babies. I usually, it's pretty much, I put it together pretty much myself. I do most of my shopping in Los Angeles. I have a great tailor down there. If I'm getting off the rack, it has to be Italian. It has to be Italian style, but most of them are Italian suits, or my tailor is Italian, so they're Italian-made suits. This one, again, I guess you can see I kind of like purple, but I like three-piece suits. You know, you'll usually see me in a vest, you know, and then I always got to get the shoes and the hat to go with them because I'm a lover of hats, and. Usually, if I go buy a suit, I buy, you know, the whole works. You know, it's usually an outfit. As a young man, even from high school, you know, I always liked to dress. And I think that kind of came from my mom. I kind of picked that up from her. And her dad, my grandfather, was a big hat man. You know, he always wore a hat every day. And I wear a hat every day. I always liked to look good when I went to school. hardly ever wore jeans. You know, Don goes to some of the stores that I used to go to, and he goes to one of my tailors every now and then. So he'll go in there, and he'll look at something, and they know that I sent him in there, and they'll say, no, your coach has that one, Coach Cam has that one. So now he'll call me up and he'll go, Cam, what color you wearing? And I say, hey, you know, I'm going to wear this burgundy suit, and he'll say, okay, I just want to know so we're not wearing the same colors. Yeah, so we converse some time to make sure we're not wearing the same things.